I'm Malcolm Jamal Warner. You're watching Loveline right here on MTV.
Email us at loveline3@aol.com. And please include your phone number and check out the Loveline area at keyword MTV Loveline on America Online.
All right, more Loveline with Patrick Dempsey from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Myself, Adam Carolla, and Dr. Drew. And when we left off, we're speaking to Paul. Now, Paul sent in the video question. He's been in a relationship for, what's it been, Paul, 4 or 5 months?
It's actually been a little over a month.
Oh, okay. I was mistaken. And you really love her.
She's awesome.
And you want to tell her this?
I do, but I don't say those words. I think we tend to use those words too casually. So I'm kind of scared to use them.
Have you ever used them before?
Yeah, and I've been burned.
Okay.
Well, like all of us.
Right, brother.
What is it you're afraid might happen if you tell her this?
That she'll leave.
Why would she leave?
Why would she? I mean, that's just in my past experience, I've had that. Like when I share my deep feelings or whatever for someone, they end up leaving me.
Well, I think it's important that you express your feelings to her. And I don't think she'll, I mean, if you've been together for this long, the feelings are there and you're both concerned about saying that, it's probably going to break the ice and a dialogue's going to start happening there.
Paul, should I show you the worst thing that could happen? Say you love me. Say you love me. Just say I love you to me.
To you?
Yeah, just say it. And I'll play her part.
Okay. Melinda, I love you.
Well, first of all, my name's Laura, and thanks. No, Paul, this is the worst thing that could happen. Really? Thanks. That's nice.
That's exactly right.
Oh, no. But what is...
Paul, you lived through that fantastically, by the way.
What is the time? I mean, is there a time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a month, to me, sounds like a little... Like it's a little
rushed. Yeah.
Little rushed.
There's the potential there to scare her away, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I would think
too much too fast. Although I think it's reasonable to begin talking about the fact that you're developing intense feelings. I think to talk is an abstraction like that. And if she starts talking the same way, I mean, you guys will get to the point that you're saying, I love you pretty quickly.
And then you can start farting around her, which is really the ultimate goal for men. The quicker you get the I love you get comfortable, you get into a committed relationship, then the gas fires.
Yeah, we're here.
Which is your ultimate goal.
Right.
You know what? I don't think she's watching, but she's already farted around me.
Oh, she is?
Wow.
Oh, then it's love. When a woman breaks wind in front of you, she's saying I love you out her butt.
Definitely say it.
Believe me. She's already said it, Paul.
Yeah, Paul, look, you have a lot of feelings about this woman. I'm getting a little scared about the quality of these feelings. Even if she does care a lot about you, don't overwhelm her with this. Don't.
Definitely.
Recognize you're having strong feelings for her. Express that and develop this relationship. Real love takes a long time to develop. I agree with you. We toss that term around altogether too much. And I sort of think a real love relationship should have some passion, and that's usually some unhealthiness. Really, it's whatever is unhealthy in people that attract them in a passionate way, but that's all right. Mutuality, meaning you really respect her as a separate person with her own needs, that you empathize with her and her needs, and she empathizes with yours, and show her respect, and this thing will evolve in a natural direction, okay?
Appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot, guys.
Peter is at the Pictel site. Peter.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, all right.
I got a little problem over here. Recently, I just got married to my girlfriend about, we were going out for about 2 years. We got married about 5 months ago. Everything is going on great. We were going out. The commitment was great. The sex was great. Everything was just perfect. Recently, I ran into my ex-girlfriend from way back, and we talked a little bit, and she told me that she wants me back. And we've been kind of keeping in touch a little bit. Now, I told my wife that, that I ran into her, and she totally flipped the lid. And you know, I don't know what to do. I love my wife, but I still have feelings for my ex-girlfriend. I don't know what to do. You guys need to help me out.
Whew. Well, you're married. Do you wear your wedding ring in the bar?
No, I'm not wearing it.
All right, okay.
It's very committed.
Yeah,
It's not a great sign.
well, you have to ask, I think, if you really want to work on your marriage or not. And I think you have to sort of...
Oh, I definitely want to. I love my wife, but...
Then you've got to...
Your ex-wife.
My ex-girlfriend, we were going out for about 6, 7 years, and we had an excellent... She left me, and she broke my heart.
Peter, you're married. Commitment, dude.
All right, put your damn wedding ring on, put down the mic, and run home, and be nice to your wife. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Never trust a man who shoots pool. Mike.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, I got involved into an office romance at work. Right from the beginning, it's been a purely sexual relationship. One night when I was with her, she jokingly said to me, if we ever break up, I'd have to quit my job. Well, ever since that night, I wanted out of this relationship, but I'm afraid she'll claim some type of sexual harassment or something to set me up. My question is, I'd like to get out of this relationship, but I want to remain professional with her. What's the best way to do that?
Who's superior? Are you her boss?
Neither one.
You're both in the mailroom?
Well, actually, I'm a correctional officer, and she's a teacher at the same jail.
Uh-huh. Ooh. Does she wear a uniform and stuff when she comes over?
No.
Okay, because I saw this movie.
Prison Romance, I think.
Chain Heat. It was great. All right, so you want to break things off.
Right.
And by the way, just a word of caution. For a woman, it's very unusual for a woman to sustain a relationship with a man that is just a sexual relationship.
Right.
It doesn't happen that way. So you're deluding yourself if you don't think she has very intense feelings about you. Right. Even if women try to delude themselves that they can behave like a man, their biology eventually takes over, and it's very difficult for them not to develop emotional intimacies with somebody with whom they're physically intimate, and usually rather rapidly. So it's going to be a terrible breakup. And, yes, there's likely to be some... It is.
Well, what's the best way to sort of go about breaking
You
it
have
up,
no bedside manner. I'm sorry, what?
Well, if you're in that situation, what's the best way to sort of slowly ease out of something like that?
You got to. He has to be honest.
You got to fake your own death. Is what Drew's saying.
Right.
You got
another job.
He's got to be honest.
Drew, would you please soften the blow just a little bit? You're a doctor.
He's denying what this situation is in total. Oh, it was just a sexual thing. Why is she reacting so strongly? Right. She is involved. You are in the workplace. How you deal with this, I'm not sure what the legal issues, the ramifications are for you.
Tell her your folks made you quit. I used that well into my 20s.
But you know, the fact is you just have to tell her you're not into this relationship anymore and see how she reacts and deal with the breakup just like anybody else deals with a breakup.
Should I tell anyone at work about this relationship? That way I can cover my own bridges.
Get some support.
Well, I meant tell my superiors about it, so that way when I break the news.
Why are you so sure that she's going to make a stink about it? I mean, she's implicating herself in a sort of suspect activity.
Well, I've got more to lose than she does. You know, I'm full-time and she's only in part-time.
There's been no miscarriage of authority, it doesn't sound like.
Right.
Have you violated any rules of the organization there?
No, I mean everything we do is outside of the jail. I mean,
then I think it's reasonable you tell certainly tell some authority figures and some people at your place of employment. I mean, it's a reasonable thing.
No.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
It's horrible.
Don't you think he should just go directly to her and, like you said, discuss it and just say, here's how I feel,
Patrick, you should just
and just, like, deal with it?
Yeah.
I mean, look, they're both adults. I think they can handle the situation.
I agree. Drew gives women no credit, by the way. He thinks he's championing the cause of women by talking about how they're emotionally drawn into the physical relationship. But instead, he's actually being patronizing toward women because he's saying that they don't have the emotional stability to handle a breakup. Are you not, Drew?
I am not.
Oh, all right. I read you wrong.
But I think I'd agree you should go directly to her, and it might help him if he has some support from somebody at his workplace in case some issues come up. At least he can get some clarification about whether or not he has any liability there.
All right. Keep your nightstick away from the faculty over at the prison. All right. Where are we going? What call? We're going to Ray. Yes. Ray is on the phone.
Ray, you there?
Yeah. Hi.
Hey.
My girlfriend and I only experience a good relationship where we're in the bedroom having sex. She doesn't really pay that much attention to me when we're not having sex. So my question is, how can I improve our relationship more emotionally than sexually?
I've never given this suggestion out, but you might have to talk.
Yeah, exactly.
I save it for very rare calls, the talking suggestion. Ray, we will talk to you after the break.
If you have questions, then call us at 213-520-LOVE. Our phone lines are open 24 hours, so if we're busy, just call us back. If you're in the LA area, then you probably got an agent. If you want to see the show live, call us for tickets at 213-896-3035.
All right, more Loveline. We left off, we're speaking to Ray on the phone. Ray has good sex, but he's having communication problems with his girl?
No, it's like, see, my point is really that when we're in the bedroom, we're fine and everything. We're together and we're like in a relationship. But if we're not in the bedroom, we do nothing but argue and fight, and we can't get along.
Why are you leaving the bedroom?
Well,
That was a rhetorical question. Right?
Is it a girlfriend?
yeah,
How long you guys been together?
8 months
8 months. And when did the fighting start?
since she moved in with me.
And what are most of the fights about?
Little peddly things.
Like what?
Like I'll leave my coat on the couch or something.
The relationship may be okay. Sometimes it's just a matter of how different people are in their living arrangements. I mean, some people, they drive each other crazy when they really put their lives together.
Well, it's like when I go to give her a kiss sometimes, she'll turn her cheek to me, and it's like, I don't want to kiss your cheek.
She's angry, though. She's angry about something.
This
And
is my-
either you guys are driving each other nuts, and she doesn't like the way you conduct your life, which wouldn't be unreasonable. Women are sort of disenchanted the first time they actually see what a man's living circumstances are like.
Yeah, disenchanted or repulsed.
Repulsed. That's the other word you could use. Or she's angry about something else, and you're going to have to figure out what that is.
Would it be angry with me?
Yeah.
She's pissed off at the jacket, Ray.
Yeah.
This is part of the reason she's angry. She's thick as a brick, this Ray.
Could be. Could be.
She's told you 1,000 times. It never sinks in, does it, Ray?
Well, it's just like she expects everything to be done right as I come home from the door from work, and it's like, give me a second to relax.
How long is a second?
Just, I come in, I'll sit down, I'll put my jacket right next to me, and it's like, if I get up, I better take the jacket with me, and it's just like, I don't think of it.
But that's the way she likes her living environment. I mean, that's what she needs to be comfortable in life, and she expects you to comply with her standards, and usually men do the complying, because men don't have very high standards.
They try the non-compliance route for about the first 3 or 4 months, and then realize fairly quickly that it ain't worth it.
Right. Especially, when you live with somebody, there's I think, a sense of compromise on both sides, where you have to sort of say, look, we're both in the space together. How can we coexist? And if she's offended by you not hanging up the jacket, then it's easy enough to just, as soon as you come in, hang the jacket up.
Right.
And, respect
and then
each other.
resent the hell out of her for...
Well, no.
But the point is, you guys need to be talking much more about her anger and what makes her angry and why she's so upset. And the fact that you guys have a physical intimacy that's of quality suggests the relationship is still reasonably intact.
Well, see, she moved out today and yesterday, and it's like, now I can kiss her on the lips and everything like that.
Right. You drove her crazy. She didn't like living with you. It made her angry. That can happen sometimes.
Oh.
I'm guessing, Ray. I just based on what you're telling us, but she needs to tell us what the reality is.
Well, and how much time do you spend together too? If you're living together, I mean, if you're always together, or do you spend, and do you spend time apart at all?
Yeah, when we're at work.
But other than that,
Yeah, she goes over to her mom's house a lot.
You know what they do? They get together. Mom complains about your her dad, and she complains about you and what slobs you both are. I know how women work. Men and women work. They shouldn't live together. Here's what we should do. Oh, come on. You know I'm right.
I'm just so frightened about what's coming. Okay, let's go. Let's get it over with.
All right, but it's all right to live in the same community. It's just not under the same roof. There should be like the woman's dorm, the male's dorm, and then some sort of sex dorm in the middle.
Right.
And that's the way it works.
well, that's a good idea actually. If you're living together, have one room or two rooms, both for your own private room.
If you can afford it, it is definitely the way to go. All right. So you got the 20,000 league.
Right.
And you also got the player.
Possibly. We're waiting to find out about that.
Oh, I know it's going to be huge.
I hope so. We'll see if it gets picked up. If it gets picked up, we'll do that.
My beautiful Jennifer Gray.
Right, she's in it.
Is on this, who loves me very dearly. Oh, please. Drew, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, testify, Drew.
She, at one time, was very into Adam.
Oh, and what happened? What happened?
Drew got in the middle.
No.
Because she's very attached to me.
Right, right.
And he hates to see anyone come between him and myself.
Right.
And Jennifer expressed some interest. And Drew got in there, put the kibosh on it immediately by bringing up all sorts of truths, albeit, about myself that she didn't need to know at this stage of the relationship.
And how long had you known her up to this point?
About half an hour.
45 minutes.
Right, yeah, well.
But I could, there was something there.
All right.
That's the furthest I got in 45 minutes, I'll tell you that right now. All right. Patrick Dempsey, everybody. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, ABC, May 11th and 12th. The big manly special where boats are getting rammed.
Exactly.
And people are drowning. Laura Keitlinger, everybody. Thank you, Laura. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Loveline is a Stone Stanley production. Yeah. Cool.
Armatron does it again, presenting musical Looney Tunes. Look for all the great Armatron watches at many of the top retailers across the country. Tommy Tang, LA's restaurant to the entertainment industry. A gift package of his personalized line of seasonings and sauces, best-selling cookbook, and chef's wear from Tommy Tang. Aroma Vera's aromatic gift crates. Indulge in the pure enjoyment of essential oil-based personal care products designed to enhance the beauty of daily life from Aroma Vera.